Hi, it is only fitting since that I do some of my night routine. And the reason why I say some of it is because you don't need to see me brushing my teeth and using my water pick, nor do you need to see me in my gown. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to keep this short. I know yesterday's video, or the morning video, got a little lengthy. This. I should already know to put this closer to me, but I just don't. I use the Clean It Zero. My favorite one is the pink one. If I'm wearing a waterproof or heavy eye, this is the first step. Or I use, I think I showed you before, I have one from Estee Lauder. I also have one from Lancome. I will use those. I strongly recommend, if you use those, take your contacts out first. For my second cleanse, which I don't always do, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't always double cleanse. Glycolipid, yeah, I think that's about as close as we're going to get to it. Cream cleanser, or the Inkey List has an oat balm cleanser, and it is magnificent. I need to order another one. It is my favorite thing to use for double cleanse. After we do that, and I use one of my toners. I showed most of this to you, so it'll go pretty quickly after we get this. This is a Laneige Waterbank Blue Hyaluronic Exfoliating Toner. I have one that does not exfoliate and one that does. The one that does exfoliate, I use at night. Next step, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. Love this stuff. After we do that, we go in with the same serums that we do in the morning. So we're going to go through them rather quickly, and I'm not going to be taking them out of the box. Forgot to mention too, generally it's better to go thinner to thicker, but I will start with the multi-peptide hyaluronic acid serum. I will do the same thing with the Argiline that I do in the morning, and then the Matrixyl. It's insanity, I know. Just wait. And like I told you before, some of this will drop off as my skin heals. The multi-peptide eye serum, I use the GF15 solution for age support. I use at night as well. And then I have another hyaluronic acid, 2% plus B5. It's a staple that I've used for years. It may one of the two hyaluronic acids will probably get dropped off after a bit. The last thing that I use serum wise is the Soothing Barrier Support Serum. I showed you, it's the pink stuff. I cannot say enough about it. Now, after I do that, after I do all of the serums, we go through with the Estee Lauder Under Eye Cream and the Revitalizing Night Cream. Once all of that is done, I leave the vanity. Okay? Now, what happens next, I'll wait, it'll be an hour or so, just before I go to bed. Use the Laneige face mask, or sleeping mask. It has a rose smell to it, and for me, that alone, it just tells my body it's time to go to bed. And I put a thin layer of it on. I'm going to use the other one that came in my box, but this is my favorite. And it's going to get a little crazy from here, because I will take, after I do that and I give it time to kind of soak in. In the evenings is generally when I'm reading, watching videos, what have you. But after that has time to absorb somewhat well, I'll take a little bit of Nivea cream. And by a little bit, I mean just that. I'm talking, take my finger, stick it in, barely, you can see where I bring it up on the side. I put it on my forehead, underneath here, and I take just the teeniest bit and put it on my eyelids. I put it on the backs of my hands. Whatever other hand cream that I've used, I put it on top of it. After a bit, and it's usually a either or, it's usually not the same thing. My sister used to do this before it was cool. My sister is gorgeous. So when this became cool, I didn't exactly do it all the time, but I did some. And I don't do it. My sister would use it as a moisturizer, just a very thin amount, and I'm not going to get any out because I am fixing to do other things and I don't want it all over my phone and all that neat stuff. But just the thinnest bit of Vaseline. I prefer the Vaseline brand. Apparently my daughter or my husband picked this one up. It's petroleum jelly, either way you go. My personal preference is Vaseline. I take I dip my finger across it and just go over my forehead, under my eyes, and I may have to put another finger to get what I want. I get a very small amount, a very, very small amount, because all this is doing is holding everything where it is. And that, my friends, other than putting my hair up in a sleep bonnet, which sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't, because that's also how I keep it out from getting in my hair, is I put a bonnet on. But that is how I get my night routine, bedtime wise. In between that, I brush my teeth, I floss them, I use my water pick, my mouthwash, all that neat stuff. Put my gown on, watch YouTube videos, read, sometimes both, edit if I'm still late editing. That's how that shakes out. Anyway, I also put on a Laneige lip mask. I forgot to bring it over here. I have a Sigma lip mask that I'm going to try, and I think I had a lip mask that came in one of my boxes, but I do put something on my lips. The Laneige lip mask has not been working as well as it once did. We're giving it time because I know that I have been really dehydrated, and the rest of my skin is really in rough shape too. I use CeraVe body lotion. It's pretty simple. Y'all have a good day. Remember, I'm the mayor's daughter. We love you oh so very much, and I hope you enjoy this. It's just a little peek into my world, and once I finish all of this, I snuggle up on my futon and I wait to hear. I generally will not go to sleep until my husband is asleep. Don't ask me why, but at first I could hear his CPAP really loudly, and then I guess I've gotten used to it, but now he has to be asleep before I go to sleep. So that's generally how that goes. And I try not to, because sometimes when I take my night medicine, I have to have a snack, and I try to avoid doing that as much as I possibly can. But anyway, that's how that goes for now, and I will update you in another video on whatever changes that I make. But for now, yes, I'm putting a lot of stuff on my skin because it needs it so very badly. It's like a sponge just going, yeah. That's where we are. Have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.